Greetings, YouTube. It's not that this Cavalier daily card is bad. No, it's a solid deal. And there is a similarity to it from the Thronebreaker one. And it's the 30 Cavalier Nexus crystals over the course of 30 days in January. You will, as a Cavalier player, have a chance to open one of these per day. And who knows? Maybe at the end of it, you'll get a 6-star Nexus. You'll get multiple 5-star Nexuses. You'll get multiple 5-stars, 6-stars, etc. The value of that is to be determined, and it is wildly variable based off of who you get. And we know that Cavalier Nexus crystals, like all crystals, including 6-star Nexus crystals, vary wildly. But what Kabam is trying to do to start 2022 is to justify, based on progression, something they actually went away from most of 2021, and it's charging the same price for less. What they've done at their best is charge $10 to $20 less for $30 to $40 less stuff. If you missed what I consider to be maybe the best daily Thronebreaker card ever, for the same price as you're seeing the Cavalier daily card on screen for 100 United States dollars plus tax in most areas, Thronebreaker's got 30 Cavalier Nexus crystals, just like our Cavalier friends, a 6-star Nexus crystal, a Thronebreaker rank up selector, which was basically a fancy way to say tier 3 alpha or tier 6 basic catalyst fragments, a small amount, but still the two rarest items in the game besides a 6-star Awakening gem right now. 3 tier 5 basic, and I believe 6 tier 2 alpha. In this case, they have replaced the 6-star Nexus with a 6-star basic, 3 tier 5 basic with 1 tier 5 basic, and I do believe we've got the 5% tier 5 class catalyst selector, and 3 tier 2 alpha and 3 tier 4 class catalyst selectors to replace the tier 3 alpha or tier 6 basic. Although I will say this, I could use some tier 4 class catalyst selectors about now. It is quite possibly one of the better Cavalier daily cards we've seen on one hand. But on the other hand, because it's the same price as the Thronebreaker, I think this should have been $90. I think this should have been $89.99. I think that would have been kind of a more ethical way to price this. What's interesting to me is that they chose to go away from really what I would have loved. The only thing about this deal that kept it from an A+ to me was, I think for $100, the Thronebreaker daily card should have been a 20% tier 5 class catalyst fragment selector, and the Cavalier should have been a 10%. Because we've seen 10% selectors in multiple package deals with tier 2 alpha and tier 5 basic for $39, $49 at most. And look, I get you get a lot of Cavalier Nexus crystals, and so that's part of the reason why they probably downgraded the tier 5 class catalyst fragment selector. But it's still, I think they should have priced it $5 to $10 less. $10 to be safe. Now, the pushback on this is that there's a reason why you should want to progress. And if you charge somebody the same price, but you give them worse stuff, then you're telling the people, hey, you better progress to become Thronebreaker if you want the best stuff. And so, in a way, you're using someone's wallet and the offers to motivate them to progress. That's not a new concept in the game, but it is a unique concept when it's a $100 American price tag versus something like $30 or $40, about half of what today's offer is. If you were to break down the items individually, though, Cavalier players can buy a tier 5 basic for $15, so we're going to say that's worth $15 retail price. I'm going to say each tier 4 class catalyst selector is worth about $5. So again, that's $15 worth of tier 4 class catalyst selectors, puts the price tag up to $30. A 5% tier 5 class catalyst fragment selector, I'm going to say that's worth another $5. Just $5. I know that's lowering that value, but for 5%. So we're going to say 35 tier 2 alpha are worth another $5 a piece. So we're going to say with the 3 tier 2 alpha, that's $50. So $50 for the Tier 5 Basic, the 5% Tier 5 Class Callus Fragment Selector, the Tier 4 Class Callus Selectors, 3 of them, and the 3 Tier 2 Alpha. And so then with the $50 remaining, you're basically paying $50 for a 6-star crystal and 30 Cavalier Nexus crystals. Which, would you pay $50 for that? I think a lot of people would, because as a reminder, $50 is the same price as one of the worst offers now, and something that I'm probably going to refuse to buy to begin 2022 to set a new precedent on my channel of scaling back average offers that have very little guarantee, if any, returns, and that's the early access bundles. For $50, you get 5 featured Cavalier crystals, not Nexus, just regular featured Cavalier crystals, and of course early access to the next featured champion. The drop rates are so pathetic in those, it's hard to justify them. And a 6-star crystal, Kabam does still charge at least 3,000 units for that for Cavalier players normally. So that's kind of what makes this offer decent, but the 6-star basic crystal is the biggest gamble in the game right now. There are just so many average champions in it that it's hard for me to really justify that purchase. So I'm going to give the Cavalier daily card a B grade. I still think it's one of the better daily cards we've seen, but I would have given it an A grade had it been $89.99. And that's what I have to say about it. I get the argument that you should price them the same to motivate players, but when you're getting substantially less Tier 5 Basic, a 6-star versus a 6-star Nexus, which is like 1 6-star Basic instead of 3 6-star Basic, choose one path, half the Tier 5 Class Callus, half the Tier 2 Alpha. I think it's at least $10 less. Shout out to so many people who sent these to me, by the way, including Vinny Flash Spider 99, who I'm using to create this video. Happy New Year, everybody. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.